Hey guys, what's going on? So I'm sitting outside of CrossFit Blur, just got done working out, and I wanted to do a little video that I've been telling you guys I was going to record. So I've been asked by a lot of people and a lot of patients why I have chosen CrossFit as my modality for fitness. And I feel like to accurately answer that question, I kind of have to go back to my childhood, really. And it all started with me just being a competitive sports person growing up. I played baseball, I played tennis, I played basketball, never really played football. And I really enjoyed sports. I enjoyed the team aspect of sports. I enjoyed the competitiveness of sports. So all that kind of goes back to my childhood. So in high school, I played a little bit of everything my first year of high school. And then really after my freshman year of high school, I settled in on baseball. And baseball was really my true love. It was what I wanted to do. So after playing baseball in high school, I will say I lifted weights a little bit my senior year, but I was really never like a weightlifter. It wasn't something that was on the radar for me, much less, I didn't even really know what a deadlift was. I did not know what Olympic weightlifting was. For those of you who don't know, the Olympic weightlifting moves are the clean and jerk and the snatch. So after leaving high school and going to college, I did get into more weightlifting and more fitness. I was a runner. I did a little bit of running in high school, played a little bit of baseball early on in college, but that just kind of petered out. Like I was really good in high school, but was not like your college athlete. So continued my fitness in college, and then fast forwarding through residency, once I got into medical school, I continued my weightlifting, but then I got into residency, and you can imagine the hours in residency are just intense. I'd kind of fallen off working out. I did run 5 marathons during my general surgery training, but I wasn't able to do a ton of weightlifting. And frankly, I don't think I had the motivation to do it, to be honest with you. So when I got out of residency, I was probably, I think it was around 200 pounds. I always say to my wife 198, and she's like, nope, you were 200. So I was 200 pounds. So getting out of residency, being 200 pounds, I had twins on the way. I started to do a lot of soul searching about what the future of my life and my health and my wellness were going to be. I was on cholesterol medication and a really high cholesterol, well over 200. And I had sort of accepted at that point that I was going to be on Lipitor for the rest of my life, that it was just a familial thing. Well, once I got out of residency and my babies were on the way, I made a conscious decision to start losing weight. So I started running, I started doing Weight Watchers and watching what I was eating, and I lost a lot of weight at that time. And after losing a ton of weight during residency, I basically went from being super heavy to becoming super skinny. What's up, man? So after doing that, those were like 2 different levels of fitness, right? Like of not being fit, really, really heavy, overweight, unhealthy, then losing a ton of weight and being super skinny and not being very healthy. So neither one of those were really good. And I always knew that I needed a balance between building some muscle, eating the right way, having the body that I wanted, but really having the health that I wanted. So when my boys were born in the NICU, Zoe Huffer, who's a really good family friend of ours now, took care of our boys in the NICU, and her brother does CrossFit, and we've become very close with her family in general. So her brother Robert said, hey, if you're ready for fitness, you need to come try CrossFit. And I was like, what is CrossFit? Like I remembered vaguely seeing something on ESPN at one point that I didn't know what it was, but it looked really intriguing to me, and come to find out that was the CrossFit Games. So every year there's something called the CrossFit Open, which is basically like the US Open, where anyone can enter to play in the US Open, and if you qualify for the tournament, you qualify for the tournament. Well, the CrossFit Open was a series of 5 workouts over 5 weeks. You basically do the workouts, enter your scores, and if you qualify for your region, then you could go to regionals, and if you qualified at regionals, you could go to the games. Now, I wasn't trying to go to the games. That's not my thing. So Robert was like, hey, look, we have the CrossFit Open workout tonight. You should come by and check it out. So I was like, all right, cool, man, I'm in. So literally from the second I walked in the door and heard 3, 2, 1, go, I was like, oh yeah, I'm doing this. Like the whole competitive spirit came back to me. Watching everyone kind of work out together and suffer together grabbed me. I enjoyed the fact that there were people in there cheering for other people who were working out, which I was like, what is that? But I knew from the second that I got in there that I was hooked on CrossFit. So what do I love about CrossFit, and what have I enjoyed about it over the past few years? Number one, I'm off Lipitor, and I got off of Lipitor really quickly because I built a ton of muscle. I learned how to eat. They taught me about nutrition. I learned about nutrition, so that got me off Lipitor. the camaraderie, the camaraderie in the gym, in any CrossFit gym across the country that you go to and drop into, everyone instantaneously embraces you as a person that does what they do. And so I love the fact that I've built lifelong friends in here. My wife and I do this together. So number one is the camaraderie-ship. Number two is that competitive edge that I have in me is still there at the age of 48. So I really love and enjoy the fact that when I'm suffering through a workout, that the people in the gym pull me through the workout, and vice versa, I pull them through a workout. The other thing that I really enjoyed about CrossFit is being introduced to Olympic weightlifting, which I truly enjoy. The power clean, the jerk, snatching. There's some that I'm not great at, but just in general, the ability to pull weight efficiently and learn how to be efficient at pulling weight has been something I've really enjoyed. So what CrossFit has done for me is it has married weightlifting and cardio, which are the two things that I absolutely love. I have put on 5 pounds of muscle mass in the past year, and I've been doing CrossFit for 6 years. So it's absolutely been the most unbelievable experience for me personally, that it keeps me engaged every day. The coaches make the workouts. I don't have to think about it. I walk in, I work out. They think about which body parts we're working. Safety is going to be another video that I'm going to record. But for me, what I love about CrossFit is that it's brought a competitive edge later in my life that pushes me beyond the limits that I normally would. The camaraderie-ship of the people in the gym, and the fact that it marries weightlifting, which I love, with cardio. Those are like the 3 main things that I love. And number 4 is nutrition, like unbelievable nutrition, and being off of all prescription medications has been a huge plus for me. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it pushes you to try CrossFit because it can be safe. And enjoy the video, guys, and leave me some comments.